Hey folks, this is my 2019 Ford Ranger. About to do an oil change on it and thought I'd bring you guys along. I'll show you how to change the oil filter specifically without having to remove the driver's side front tire, which is the official Ford service manual way to do it would be to remove the tire, but you can get it and I'll show you how. If you're just wanting that, skip to this timestamp and that's where I'm dealing with the oil filter. Otherwise, let's get to it.
Alright, so the first thing that you have to do is lift and support the vehicle. So from the driver's side, I jack off the frame, and then behind it there, I have a jack stand that I've put against the frame as well. So if that jack lets go, the jack stand will be there to hold it and prevent it from falling on me. The next thing that you need to do is remove this skid plate. So it's the second skid plate back from the front. Don't remove the big one. It's the second one. Small black guy. Basically there's two, what size are these? 15 millimeter. You need a 15 millimeter socket. There's two bolts in the back. There's two up front. The two up front you just have to loosen because they're slotted. Take the two in the back completely out, and then this thing will just slide straight back. Alright, so once those bolts are out, this should just slide back and up. Alright, next, if you look up in here, hopefully I have enough light for you to see this on camera. Here is your drain plug, basically straight up from this member. So we'll get my drain pan in place and we'll take this off. Okay, and the drain plug just happens to be the same size as those other bolts were. So 15 millimeter. We'll crack that. This is where you might want rubber gloves if you're dainty, or oil never hurt anybody. There we go. Now we'll let that drain out completely and I'll be right back. Alright, once it's finished draining, we'll put our drain plug back in the hole here. And we'll tighten that down. Now remember, it's a drain plug. You don't need to reef it in there. You're not wanting to torque it like you might some other bolts, or you will strip it out and you will be buying an oversized oil plug for it. So yeah, once it's tight, give it eighth to a quarter of a turn. That's it. Don't reef it on there. Okay. Now we'll get my oil drain out of the way so we can deal with this skid plate. And this goes back on same way that it came off. I'm trying to knock the snow off of it before I do it. Basically just slide it into the front two bolts to hold it in place. And then put your two rears in and tighten everything up. These ones you can reef on a little bit more than the drain plug. Alright, now up to the filter. Okay, now we're going to deal with the oil filter. So the oil filter is actually hidden behind the inner fender liner here. So I've actually already gone ahead and taken these clips out. I thought I was recording it and my battery died and I lost the footage, but anyways, I broke off one clip doing it, so don't be like me. Try not to break your clips. I have an extra bin of clips, so that's not going to be a big deal. I'll pull that out after. But basically, crank your wheel all the way to the right. Get in here, take off these top 3 clips. Then this folds back. And I'll try and get my lighting properly for you folks. There is your oil filter right there. So now you can reach in and unscrew that. Now, when you do unscrew that, it's going to leak oil. Surprise, surprise. It doesn't come out where you think it will. There's actually a plastic, I don't think you can see it on here. Probably not. But there's a plastic channel that diverts the oil back. So it'll come down from the filter and it'll actually end up coming out roughly where I have that, I think. But it's been a while since I did this, so I could be completely wrong on the exact placement there. So we're going to find out together right away. One other thing, you might find you don't have enough jam to get that oil filter off with your bare hands. That's what I'm finding. So you might need an oil filter wrench of some sort. I like this style. Works good for me, but really whatever floats your boat, you might need a wrench to get this thing off. But it's in a little bit of a tricky spot, but hey, what can you do? Yeah, look at that. I got the thing placed exactly in the right spot. So yeah, don't let that trick you. It's a good 6 to 8 inches towards the rear of the truck where the oil actually comes down. Okay, I realize this isn't the best angle for you guys to see anything. But yeah, I don't bother pre-filling the filters for this because I'd spill half of it anyways. What I do is I do put some oil around the gasket just to make sure that it seals once it's in there. And then we'll screw her on. And once it's flush, then I give it about a quarter turn. Maybe a little more. And there we are. Now I'll pull this pin out, replace it with one out of my box, and put the fender back together. Okay, now we've got nothing left to do but fill it back up. Okay, and as it says on the cap, 5W30, always full synthetic in these newer vehicles. And I just looked up the oil capacity and it said 6.2 quarts. So not being an American, I converted that, it's 5.8 liters. So a little bit more than one of these jugs. So this is a 4.78 liter jug. So we'll add about another liter after I empty this. All right, there. I added maybe a half a liter. Now I want to check the oil level. And we're just right at around full. However, it hasn't filled the oil filter yet.
Now I'll start the engine, rev it up a couple times to 2,000-3,000 RPM, then shut her down and we'll check the oil level again. We'll likely have to add a little bit more once it fills the filter up. It helps if you have the key. I'll be right back. All right, I've got the key. Let's see if this works better. That's the problem with push buttons. All right, we'll give it a second for the oil to drain back down to the bottom of the engine. And then we'll pull the dipstick and check her out. Let's clean her off. And check our level. Yeah, now we're just above add, so I have to add another, probably half a liter or so. And there we go, we're pretty much at full. All right, there you have it, simple as that. Oil change on a 2019 Ford Ranger with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost. Wait, here's me from the future. I forgot to show you how to reset the oil life. So let's do that before I wrap up this video. So basically, if you got a push start ignition, just don't put your foot on the brake. Press the button and it will bring up your dash. Yeah, check engine or change oil soon. Sure. Hit okay, okay. All right, now we want to go into the menu. Where are we here? Back. And then down to settings, vehicle, oil life reset, and press OK and hold to reset. There we go. Now I'm back to 100. And I'll send you back to me in the past to wrap up this video. If that was at all helpful, please like and subscribe. If it wasn't helpful, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and do better next time. Anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching.